welcome back to Offroad Outlaws, y'all, and in this video, we're going to be doing another requested build breakdown. Now, the last time I did a sort of garage walkthrough, it was part 2 of my garage walkthrough, and one of the vehicles that got the most requests for me to show was actually this, the winter-themed 2nd gen. Now, the comment requesting a build breakdown of the winter-themed 2nd gen actually got a lot of upvotes, so that's what we're going to be doing in this video, and then what we're going to do after we do a build breakdown is we're going to take it out for a drive, we're going to see kind of what it can do off-road, and then we're going to go from there. And what I'm actually going to do with this thing is I think I'm going to actually use it as a full-size dually off-road build as opposed to just another, tow rig, because all of my dualies are pretty much tow rigs, and every once in a while you'll see like a full-size invasion build or something like that in the real world where someone will take a dually rock crawling and sure, it's not the, the absolute most purpose-built, thing for the job, but it's really cool to see what a truck like this can do in the rocks. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in to the build breakdown. Now, first off, we're gonna do the tuning. Now, wheels and tires-wise, obviously, we're upgraded to stage 5. We got a wheel size or rim size of 1.1, and then we've got a wheel radius of 1.3 with a width of 1.3 as well in the front. Now, in the back, we got a wheel size or rim size of 1.1, wheel radius of 1.3, and wheel width of 1.0. But again, we are dually, so that's kind of why it's going to be narrower per singular tire in the back. Now, as far as gearing goes, this thing doesn't actually have any gear tuning. This is from a long time ago, and what's interesting about doing a lot of these build breakdowns is that y'all are kind of like having me dig up these old trucks that never really got fully built, but they were really cool looking. So I'm really glad, actually, that I get to go back and look at some of these trucks. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade that to stage 5. Then we're going to put a pretty basic gearing tune on it. But what's going to be interesting about this gear tune is that the way we're going to set it up is sort of a baseline off-road tune that's good for both crawling and for mud racing and kind of everything in between. So I kind of like where we're headed with this, and I think we've got actually a good amount of potential with this truck. Now, we are going to be changing the suspension tune because I bet you it's probably on a crawler setup right now, and so we're going to have to adjust that a little bit. Now, let's see. Damping is going to be 2,000. We're going to bump that up to like 3,200. Shocks-wise, we're going to stay at option 1. We're going to keep them size-wise at 2.0. And then stiffness, it's at like 15,000 right now. That's fine. Travel is maxed out, so that's actually fine as well. And I think what we might do is, you know what? Oh, this will be interesting. So let's actually reduce the stiffness a decent bit down to like 11.8. Y'all trust me, there's a method to my madness here. And then axle type 0, brake type 0, that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. Now, stiffness in the back is 50,000. Oh my God. So we're going to need to bump the travel up all the way. Yeah, this was definitely a tow rig previously. So now we can bring that rear stiffness down as well to like about 11.8 or actually like 11.5. Now again, don't worry, we are going to make this thing a lot more flex friendly so that we can actually take it crawling, so do not worry about that. Now, axis width, we're going to leave that alone. Damping, we're going to bring that up to about 3,200. And then shocks and shock size, we're going to leave that alone. And rear steer, I'll probably leave that alone as well. We're going to try and keep it basic, keep it simple, and keep it approachable. Now, let's take it to the flex test. So let's see what kind of flex we're looking at now that we've made our adjustments. So I'm sure there's going to be some body clipping right now because of the adjustments we made to the tune, but I mean, oh yeah, we've got major body clipping in the front. We're going to adjust the fenders. We're going to do some cut fenders in the front to try to get rid of that issue. But I mean, flex-wise, it's incredible. Like, the entire rear axle is on the ground still. So even at maximum flex in the front and basically at maximum flex in the rear as well. So flex-wise, the setup turned out really good. What about drop-wise? Yeah, drop-wise, it's absolutely beautiful. So all of that is pretty much sorted. Let's see, it's already got a perfect tune on it. Let's go and run the dyno real quick. And then we get, once the game unfreezes, we get what? 705 and 1186. Yeah, that sounds, well, about normal. Okay, so now we got to actually go into the customization, and we've got to sort out the front fender problem. However, the only issue with that is that it's probably going to force us to switch over to no dually fenders in the back. Now, this I am torn on, because here's the problem with doing this. If you go with the cut fenders in the front, you also have to go with them in the rear, and that destroys a lot of the dually look. Now, there is a way to remedy this, though, and that is to switch out to a flatbed setup. But if we do that, we've got a floating antenna. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. You know what? I think we're going to just go with it. And now we're going to go to, let's see, I guess flags, no. How do we, no, remove flag. No, how do I get to the antenna? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. I'm just, okay. I just haven't messed with the antennas in a long time, that's all. So let me see. Okay, there we go. That's going to be basically, yeah, I mean, that's going to be basically on the deck. So we'll move it out just a touch. And I guess we'll set it, like, right there in the corner. That's fine. I mean, it keeps it with the theme, and it allows the truck to retain the antenna that it had, and it's no big deal. So now, and I'm not going to mess with the length. I think the length is fine as it is. I think the length is totally fine, and so we'll let that kind of chill, like I said, as is. It's really out there on the corner, isn't it? I don't know. Do I want it that far out? Okay, hold on. I'm going to move it one. Yeah, there we go. One up. That makes it look, don't ask me why, but that makes it look a lot more balanced to me. Don't worry about the squatted limo. It's fine. That's another project for another day. Now, after we go back into the garage, though, we need to give this thing a little bit of an update, because the rest of it is all ice theme. So we're going to have to actually redo a little bit of the axle color, I think, and make that a little bit more in line with the ice theme. So let's see. I need to make that just a little bit more blue. That's pretty much in line with it. And then now I can go to the secondary and actually make that this blue, kind of like a brighter blue. So let's see. And not quite. That's a lot closer to what I'm talking about. So it's not a perfect match to the logo, but it's very, very close. And I think it brings the axles a lot more in line with the rest of the ice theme that the truck has going on. So now that that's all done, we've got the kind of, you know, mountains and tire tracks and compass, which is admittedly cut off a little bit now that the bed is gone, but we're not going to worry about that. The rest of the theme is just kind of chilling. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. And then now I'm going to walk y'all through the decals. We've got the TC logo, like the ice and snow edition up here on the hood. Very simple to make. And then we've also got the, oh my God, are you going to, no! I didn't want you to get rid of that. Oh, now we have to... Really? Okay. Thanks. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, at least it's a very easy one to, like... It's a very easy one to put back. But, like, still? Sheesh. Okay, well... Yeah, chill there. Now it's not going to be perfectly centered, but I'm going to mess with the rest of that later. Either way, that's everything that you need to know in order to make the design. And then the paint color is exactly this right here. This is exactly where your sliders need to go, and you'll get that exact paint color if you use glossy paint. So now it's finally time to take this thing out and see how it actually does on the trails. All right, first time out in the second gen dually winter themed or ice themed crawler. Let's see how this thing does. I haven't really ever built a like a purpose-built second-gen dually crawler before, so I think this will be a really interesting adventure. And also, now that we've got that extra clearance in the front with the cut fenders, it's gonna help us out a lot. Now, it's no buggy, make no mistake, but it should be a little bit better than you know, than not having that extra clearance at all. So let's see if we can get, oh no, come on, I just need to get one of these tires up on an edge. One of them. Just one of them. Come on. It does not want to get rotated. It does not want to get rotated at all. Let's see. I just need one bit of that front tire to grab somewhere. This spot is difficult, like really tricky. It's that big overhang with the massive front bumper we've got. I don't like that front bumper, or at least I don't like the way it gets in our way. I like the way it looks, but I don't like anything else about the way it performs. And this is not gonna be fun, is it? I'm sure there's a line, but like, oh no. Oh no. We're dealing with rock glitches now. Oh, maybe? Oh. Get it? We might be onto something. I'm not gonna completely dismiss this run yet. Yeah, there it is. As long as you're patient, you'll be okay. Holy crap. Yeah, as long as you're super patient with it. You know what I will say, though? This tune does allow it to be really, really composed on the rocks and not try to flip over backwards all the time, and I love that. And we don't even have the extra travel of a monster suspension. We have Solid Axle Pro, which still is working amazingly well. Question is, how are we going to do that? That is so steep. Actually, we're going to go up to the left, and then we're going to go back to the right. Yep. There it is. This thing is absolutely monstering this climb. Work it back. Ooh. Oh, no. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Wow. Okay, do we go to the right or to the left? I don't know. I'm already pointing left, so I guess I'm going that way. I'm just mind blown that we've gotten this far. Like, legitimately, this is way further than I expected this thing to get, especially considering, like, the setup on it. I expected to tumble back down the mountain a good while ago. Find some grip at the front. There it is. We're getting really high up in the mountains now, too. Oh, no. We might have reached the air quotes tipping point for this thing. No! I don't know if I'm getting up that. I really don't know if I'm getting up that. That is a really steep hill. I mean, that is super aggressive. It's almost like it doesn't necessarily bottom out, but it's like it maxes out its usable climbing angle. Yeah, if I could get my front axle over that rock. Oh! I was so close. No! And I can't go up that way either. Well, this turned into like, this hill is just like challenging me now. And it's also laughing at me while I try to do this. I think I might have found the current limit of this thing. Now, I'm sure that if I... Oh! It's so close to getting it. It really is. And I'm sure that if we stayed here and just went after it and after it and after it, like, we could eventually get it. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. But if y'all want to try this hill after you rebuild this thing yourselves, feel free to. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.